March 17th, so today is St. Patrick's Day again, and numerous sites are colored green. In view of the persistent downturn in travel, tourism Ireland is now launching the St. Patrick's Day at-home live event. So, today is St. Patrick's Day again, the anniversary of the death of St. Patrick, who is also the patron saint of Ireland, although presumably born in Wales, has been an integral part of the Catholic calendar since the 17th century and was first celebrated as a special holiday in Boston in 1737. It's a public holiday these days in the Republic of Ireland, as well as in Northern Ireland and the Canadian province of Newfoundland. Because of the Irish diaspora, there are around 70 million people of Irish descent outside Ireland. The festival is now celebrated in numerous places around the world. However, St. Patrick's Day only really took off on a tourist journey 11 years ago, when Tourism Ireland first launched the Greening Initiative, and on that day in 2010 the famous Sydney Opera House was completely illuminated in green. The success was huge, and since then numerous countries have participated and colored famous sites green on St. Patrick's Day. Switzerland has also been involved in greening since 2014 and has already illuminated the Rhine Falls in green, among other things. What will be illuminated in green on March 17th this year? New, and as the northernmost point in the world, for example, the mountain Øyetoppen in Norway, well above the Arctic Circle. Also new are the Gridge Castle in Wales, the Palm Fountain in Dubai, the Torre Costanera in Chile, the tallest building in South America, the Bled Castle in Slovenia, the Pacific Park on Santa Monica Pier in California, the BC Place in Vancouver, the Sekenani Gate in the Masai Mara National Park Reserve in Kenya, and the Villa E1027 in Roquebrune, Cap Martin in France, because it was designed by an Irish architect. These newly green places join other sites that have been colored green for years, such as the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Niagara Falls, the Victoria Falls, the welcome sign at the entrance to Las Vegas, the London Eye, the Sky Tower in Auckland, the Cibeles Fountain in Madrid, and countless others. And of course, there are big St. Patrick's parties in Ireland itself. However, due to the pandemic, a normal St. Patrick's celebration is not possible this year, especially not for tourists who traveled to Ireland for this purpose in previous years or who looked at the green sites around the world. But Tourism Ireland will not just let this incomparable marketing opportunity slip, and is therefore launching a special online event called St. Patrick's Day at Home Live. This will happen today from 7 p.m. and will be broadcast to the wide world via live stream on social media or via Johnny Fox's pub in the Dublin Mountains. There will also be live broadcasts to other Irish pubs. The event will be hosted by the famous Irish presenter Blathnadna Shofek. I don't know. Just don't ask me for the correct pronouncing of the name now. I never could do this, and I still can't. Tourism Ireland's travel industry partners already received a little sneak peek last week on the occasion and also received a bit of video training on St. Patrick's Day. Irish chef Terry McCoy gave lessons on how to prepare smoked salmon tartar, and Colm O'Connor from the Guinness Storehouse in St. James Gate in Dublin, which is the home of the Guinness Brewery, explained how to make the how to pour that brown beer properly. That's a lot of B's and P's in there. A member of Riverdance performed some of the dance moves from the famous show that has been on for 25 years. And a representative from the EPIC, that's the Irish Emigration Museum, gave a spontaneous class in the Irish language. And of course, like me, everybody obviously knows now Slaint, which means cheers, but now we should also know that music means Joel, dancing means Rins, the language Tianga, and above all, heart means crow. I have no. Sorry, that was quite a joke. I really have to take the classes of that guy someday to pronounce anything in Irish. And I hope none of my Irish viewers take this as an offense, but a foreigner trying to speak Irish without ever learning that language is just a disaster, and that all I can take this with when I stumble across it is humor, and I hope you don't take it the wrong way. But whoever wants to be part of the virtual St. Patrick's celebration today should bring these terms to mind, have Guinness on hand, not canned Guinness, can't get it in Germany at the moment, and light a candle in the window if the whole house cannot be colored green. That reminds me of something. Of course, I know that I have lights in my background, and it is Wednesday now, and probably when you're seeing this, it's that late. So I left that one in. But of course, it's green. Unfortunately, my green shirts from my own merch haven't arrived in time, so I couldn't wear them, although I wanted that. But I still really think that's a really nice tradition, and the video is not over yet. I just wanted to put that one in, and I hope that is a little excuse for my bad Irish pronunciation, or for me giving up to pronounce that. Niall Gibbons, CEO of Tourism Ireland, also had a few words left for the participants in the webinar. This special year, we want to bring some positive mood to all Irish and Ireland fans around the world with the celebrations. When people cannot travel home or abroad, we want to spread the green light in as many places around the world as possible to provide a connection home for the Irish overseas, and to remind everyone that we hardly ever do it, can expect to see them all again as soon as possible. And I hope that when the pandemic is over, I've never been to Dublin or Ireland at all, as I told that on my big channel several times, but I'm really planning to go there when the whole pandemic mess is gone. I really hope I can visit Ireland, because I'm really curious about that country. Everything I've seen about it is quite beautiful. I've met very nice people on my channels from Ireland, and I would really look forward to visit that country. And it's a bit of a shame I've never been there before, but I'll try to, and maybe I can even manage to do it on St. Patrick's Day someday. And if you now want to know more about other topics as well, please subscribe to my channel. Auf Wiedersehen.